Hello there, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Doing a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today we're going to talk about the brand new album in a trilogy of records for the band, King Buffalo. And this is their album, Regenerator, which comes out this Friday. I was so lucky to get this pre order 2 weeks in advance, so I got to listen to this album for 2 weeks now, and I can tell you it is an amazing album. If you like heavy, psychedelic, progressive rock, you will love this album. If you like those bands, the Baroness, the Mastodons, Moths from Puerto Rico, you will dig the sound that this band has. So, for those of you that don't know, King Buffalo is a band from Rochester, New York, and they have, I think this would be like, they have like 5 albums. They've been around since 2018. And last year they put out two albums. They're great as well. And they all follow a story. And that story ends in this album, but you don't have to listen to the albums in sequence to enjoy them. You can just listen to them as they are, and that would be just okay. So I want to show here, this is the artwork and this is the lyrics. Great. I got number 437 out of 1,000, and I want to show the variant that I got. It looks so good. Here it is, people. Just take a look at that beauty. What a beautiful record. And it's not only beautiful, it sounds great. This is the type of band that was made for vinyl, because let's talk about the album, shall we? So this is an album that it's really an album of two halves. It has the first 3 songs, then it has an interlude, then it has 3 other songs. And the way that the sequence of the album blends, it's almost plays like a movie soundtrack, if you think about it. So the first song is called Regenerator, and that's a 9.5 minute epic album opener. And the music here wouldn't be out of place, like in a sci-fi movie. Like you could listen to it and be transported to that area. The song has some very thick, heavy bass on it, and has a lot of psychedelic guitar solos throughout. And it takes its time, building and the atmosphere on this song. It really is. They're not rushing anything by any means, but it really gets you in the mood for what the rest of the songs have. Then it follows the second song, Mercury, and that starts with like the guitar, the bass, and the drumming are very in sync, and it's more like a slow pace. And I love the singing on this song by Sean. Uh, he's got some great like psychedelic prog rock type of voice that really stands out. And this is a song that then it picks up a little bit more than what it starts and but it's a mid-tempo type of song. Ours was the first single that they released from the album, and this one starts more faster with more psychedelic style vocals. I can see why they chose it as the single, because it really represents the band very well in a shorter amount of time, because this is like a 4.5 minute type of song. And they don't waste any second of this song. It has some great bass part with what sounds like space synths that at the end, that part takes it like more faster riffing, and the song ends very fast and very psychedelic. And then it slows down and you go into the interlude. And the interlude, it has some singing. It's 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Very dreamy vocal delivery by Sean, and it really prepares you for the second half of the album. So the second half of the album starts with Mammoth. And Mammoth is a very interesting song, because it sounded to me like what would happen if Black Sabbath and CC Top decided to have a baby. It sounds kind of like that. There's some Black Sabbath type of riffs, but with that like groove that CC Top are known for, and it's a very fun song. It's the second single that they chose. Uh, I love the parts of the singing here as well. It has some great riffing as well, and it ends. The song ends with a great guitar solo, and then it slows down and you hear like a ah like that chanting until the end of the song, which is it's great, and I love like the way that the song goes through like faster, slower. I love the riffing on this one. It's just great. And then they have Avalon, and Avalon's like a 6.5 minute song, and then that one starts more serene. It's like chill psychedelic, it's very much chill the whole time, but then it gets like more faster riffing, like at the last minute and a half of the song, but then it goes down again. And great dreamy psychedelic spacey vocals again by Sean. And again, I love the guitar, the bass on this as well. And it goes into the last song of the album, which is another 9.5 minute song called Firmament. And that song really ends the album so great because it starts lower, it takes its time, but it starts building and building. And when it gets faster, it feels like a very long jam. It has some great psychedelic soloing on it that throughout the song, and then they go from psychedelic and then they slow down again and then they go up again and do more type of jamming and riffing. And at the end, like the last minutes of the song, it goes into a great guitar solo, very spacey, and that ending reminded me of a band like Mastodon. And it ends the album on such a high note that when it finished, you just want to go ahead and listen to this album again. So it's I can't say any bad things about this album. I love the production. I love the musicianship. I think King Buffalo is a band that if you don't know it, you should listen to them because they're a very promising newer band that it's taking that heavy psychedelic like prog rock from the 70s and giving it a more modern sound. And I just every release they keep getting better. So, what did you think about King Buffalo Regenerator? What are your favorite tracks? Comment. I would want to know. And also, if you never listened to this band, I hope you learned something today, and maybe you give yourself a chance and listen to a band that maybe you've never heard of before. So, if you like the videos that I'm putting out, don't forget to give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe. I have more content on the way. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield doing a couch, and I'll see you right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.